So hello guys and gals, a little special video right now. The 60 frame per second option on YouTube has been enabled a couple days ago, and this isn't sort of a rant time on it. If you remember a while back I talked about resolution and frame rate, and how important I actually believe frame rate to be in a video game, which if you don't know what happened pretty much 4 days ago, I believe, 4 or 5 days, YouTube enabled a 60 frame per second option completely. I uploaded a video like this before where it's a 60 FPS test, but I basically used a circumvention method on the player that they had, right, where you would get a plug-in, you set the speed to 2 times, and it would just speed the video up and give you the illusion. But this is a legitimate 60 frames per second, and I actually wanted to test it out because, if you know, aside from the creepypastas and all that stuff, I'm a pretty technical heavy guy, and I love anything to do. I mean, my job is video production, so when I'm working on video, post stuff, whatever, I love fucking playing around with any of the new tech they got over here. So with the 60 FPS player, pretty much what I have to do, and what you will be seeing on the screen, if I didn't mumble my words like that, like an idiot, you'll be seeing glorious 60 frame per second captures between 720 to 1080p, depending on what resolution I recorded it at. But this is 60 frame per second video, which means it is much more smoother than 30 frames per second. Well, much more obviously. It's pretty much 60 FPS, meaning that you get 60 frames every second. Things are going to be much more butter smooth. And a lot of people, you know, in that video said I couldn't really notice a difference, or, you know, blah 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 blah. And to be honest, I'm here to make this video to show you what that difference is. Now, if you typically play on a console, you might be a little jarred depending on how it goes. 60 FPS is, of course, much more smoother, but on consoles, for like almost 90% of the games are locked down to 30. It's not that the consoles can never reach 60, it's because they can never reach 60 at a very, you know, consistent rate. Usually what happens is if you're looking straight up at the sky or something, you'll get 60 frames per second. If you play Payday 2 on the console or whatever. On the PS3, if you look at the sky straight up or something less demanding, you'll get the 60 frame per second and above, but if you go in actual battles, it'll dip back down to 30 or 25 even. Same thing with GTA, you know, it'll play at 30, but it'll dip down to like 20, it never goes above it. But this video is made to show you what, you know, frame rate really is, and these games are all captured at 60 frames per second, thanks to NVIDIA Shadowplay. The technology over there, basically what happens is it's like Bandicam, it runs in the background, but it actually manages to record 60 FPS because of the hardware, what is it, encoder on the chipset. You need a certain graphic card to do it. I think it's 680s and above, but this is 60 frame per second footage captured for your viewing pleasure. I want to see what you guys think of it. This won't really be for every video. I think I'll only do it for like specific things, like maybe rant time, just to give you guys a little more beautiful video, if you will, versus just the 30 FPS capture. But what pretty much has to go into this, and as far as I know, at the moment there is no way, okay, there is no way to reduce the 60 frames per second, meaning if a video is uploaded at 60 FPS, you gotta watch that shit at 60 frames per second. Nothing higher, nothing lower. That's how it works, and I guess that's just the player right now. And if you haven't, please set this video, I'll even make a key in the beginning, to 1080p. Some of you may not watch a video at 1080p, but I think for this to work, you have to set it to the highest possible quality whatsoever, because I believe anything under 720p maybe will not give you the option, and it might just fuck up for you. It's like watching something at 144p. It like fucks around with the audio, and it like, I think it reduces the frame rate too for a video. It's kind of weird, but I think that's what's going on. But yeah, this is just a simple video made to show you 60 frames per second on YouTube and what it really does feel like when you're gaming on it, because a lot of people really don't notice the difference, and it is legitimate. Some people just don't notice it. Some people even get sick by watching frame rates that high because of motion sickness and whatnot. But for the most part, if you ask me, I like gaming at a frame rate like this. And again, this video is made to really see where the technical side of YouTube is. Will I be uploading every video at 60 frames per second? No, I will not. Simply because it puts a lot more bandwidth requirements on you, which I don't want to do. It puts more rendering time on me, which I don't want to do. I have no problem with it. I have a pretty beefy rig to render this stuff out, but you know, why? If it's going to be an inconvenience to most of you watching. But I wanted to see what it looks like, and if you can truly see what the difference is in the style of the recording, if you can see a much more smoother picture, if you like the way it looks, and just to see where YouTube is handling it right now. So that being said, this has been a 60 frame per second showcase, and I'll leave it running for a couple minutes on in the video. But yeah, this is pretty much all I gotta say without blabbering on. This is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, then like, comment, and subscribe. I am out.
Enemy taking B. Bravo. Enemy has B.
Getting a fresh mag.
Friendly UAV above. We're losing this fight. Enemy missile strikes.